Hello guys, welcome to our channel .NET Training. So today I'm going to explain you how we can use ViewBag, view data, and temp data in MVC. Let's go ahead and see how we can just make use of these things. Okay, let me explain you. ViewBag, view data, and temp data are used for passing information from controllers to views. And most of the times you want to display the calculated information using views. So in this video, I will explain you all this three objects with complete programming example to show you how you can use these objects to pass the data from controllers to views. So let's not waste our time. So let's go ahead and see the different description for view bag, view data, and temp data. And let's see what is view bag exactly. So view bag used to pass the data from controllers to views. So viewbag has short means once it passed a value from controllers to views, so it becomes null. So viewbag doesn't require any tab casting. Yep. And let's see how we can go ahead and create a viewbag. So viewbag can create it like this, and viewbag dot your name, and you go to value to passed. So let me go on to Visual Studio and show you. So open your home controller and already created no viewbag example for you. So just create a view bag like this. So in this case, I've created three view bags. One is the first value, second value, and the third value. Okay. So at the same time, you can access this data, whatever I created in controller, it can be used in views. So let's go ahead and check it my view page. So how it looks like. Just go ahead and because all these view bags have receiving it in index.json page. This is how it exactly just have to define it. So viewbag dot first value, viewbag dot second value, viewbag dot third value. Fine. Let's go ahead and see the output on our home controller. Yeah, yep. So hope you guys understood that. See what we have to do. We have to define viewbag in controller. So in this home, like by default, we have home controller. So in the home controller, what I'm doing, I'm just creating a viewbag of dot first value, saying that hello world, viewbag dot second value, hello viewbag, and view dot third value, how are you? So that's what we can see it on here, right? So this values we're getting from control. And yep, so programming example. So just open your Visual Studio and create a new MVC5 project. And if you guys don't know how to create a new MVC5 project, in the previous video I explained how you can go ahead and create a new MVC5 project. Please go ahead and create a new one. And like here I have opened my existing project, sample underscore MVC application. So I just opened it here. This is my sample application. I call it as MVC tutorial, and go to controllers, home controller.cs. Yep, first go to control home controller.cs and find the index action result and paste the following code. So you just have to find the index action result and you just have to paste this code. Okay, so you guys are done with the view back. So let me go ahead and check it out. Yes, this is the thing you just have to do. Just have to put the code inside the index action method, and this is a piece of code. You have to just go ahead and put it in our action, our view index.json, right? Yep. So hope you guys are clear till now. So this is the output we saw on the browser. So I'll show you one more time. So this is the output for view back. So let's go on to create a view data. So view data is also used for sending the information from controllers to view. And you guys can ask me now, so then why do we need view back, right? So as I explained maybe like in the previous description, so just read out this description again and see. View back is used to pass the data from controllers to views. Yes, we do that, we saw that. And view bag has a short life means once it passed a value from controllers to views and that value becomes null. Okay, and it doesn't require any typecasting. And we just look at this view data. View data is also used for sending information from controllers to views. It is also used for sending information from controllers to views. And once it sends the information, it becomes null. And view data is a directory object that is derived from view data directory. And view data uses key value pair for storing and retrieving the information. And it requires typecasting for complex data types. Okay, this is what you have to just remember. Like this is one of the main interview questions you might expect about what is the difference between view data and the and the view bag and the temp data. So I'm just going to explain you at the end of this video, but as of now I'm just trying to give you the definition for these things, these concepts. So let me go ahead and check it. So how you can create a view data? So view data I can just create like this: view data and first value hello world. So just have created the same thing over here. So view data I can create it like this: view data, and inside the brackets you just put first value. This is the name of your view data, and this is the name of your second view data, and this is the name of your third view data. So second value, third value, and what is the data value you're assigning? Hello world, hello view data, and how are you? So we should like what we have to do next. Next we just have to go back and make those changes in the C index.cshtml. Yes, right. If you guys don't know how, we can go to index.cshtml. Right click on this, click on view, go to view. You just go to view and just put the same code whatever written there. Okay, at the rate you just have to provide at the rate in the views. So view data and the open bracket, first value, close the bracket, and second value and third value. So this is what view data. And let's go ahead and see the output. Yes, this data, what you can see over here, this data is we are getting from the controller. Okay, let's go ahead and see the temp data. The temp data is also used for sending data from controllers to view, but it's a little, it is a little different from view bag and the view data. Temp data is mostly used to transfer value from one controller to another controller. It is most useful when you rewrite one page to another page and you want to send some information along with it. Okay, say that like you're on a page and you're trying to navigate it from this page, you want to just pass some data back to the other page. So that times you'll just go for a temp data. So hope you guys are getting the differences between view bag, view data and temp data. And yeah, this is what the difference is. So let me go ahead and show you the piece of code which I've written here. So what I have created temp data. Yes, this is the temp data. Temp data name is first value. So I have a text over here, temp word, temp data. Fine. So here, what I want to do, so I don't want to pass this value back to the index page. So instead of that, I just want to pass this value back to the about page. So this is my about page. So just right click on this. So what I have to do here, so just right click on this, go to your view. Yeah, here I'm supposed to get the value. So what I'm showed the right. So here I just want to get that value. So just open that home controller again back to you. Yes, just check it out again. So what I have to do, so I just have to create a view bag over here. This I'm just saying like this about page. Just keep the temp data. Yeah, just like you just have to keep the temp data, and along with that, you just have to redirect that back to the contact page. And temp data is mostly used to transfer value from one controller to another controller. It's useful when you redirect one page to another page and want to see some more information along with that. So it has a bigger life than the view bag and the view data, and you can access temp data value in 2 to 3 HTTP requests. Okay, and let's try to understand. So already showed you a piece of code, but again I'll explain the same thing. And sometimes you might have to pass a value from controller to redirect view pages. So this view page may belong to another controller. For example, here say that like when you're ask you login information on the page, so validate user input in a controller. So if the validation is true, then you will redirect to the controller to an inner page with some data, and this data may be used for displaying the login information. And let's understand facts of temp data. It's internally used session to store the values. You must check for null before using temp data in order to avoid runtime errors. And sometimes if you're getting null values in your temp data, there is a possibility like always a runtime error you're going to get it. So that's That's already a good way. We just have to go ahead and check the null for that. So temp data is alive in two subsequent requests. So it uses temp data.keep method for third request. And temp data is an active, it's a directory object that stores the information in key value pair and desired for temp data dictionary. And let's create a program example here. So in this program example, there are 3 steps. We just have to do it. Create a temp data in index action method. Yes, go ahead and go to your index method, action method, and just create a temp data like this. Yes, temp data has been created here. Okay, retrieve it in about method. So in the about method, you just have to put this piece of code. Yep, done. And print it in the contact view page. So what you have to do, you just have to go back to contact.html, you just have to print the value. So just check it over here. You could see here, right? So this is how I printed the temp data value in the view. Okay, so let's try to see the output. Okay, so what you're doing, so when you run the program, so in that case, the temp data will be filled with value. Yeah, what is the value we have here? The temp data. Let me go and check it out. So temp data, we have a hello world temp data. Fine, great. And when you click on about link, it will redirect to the contact page and display the information. Yeah, let's check it out. So I'm in the I'll just go to the browser. Yes, so what I'm here, so I loaded this page. So when I click on contact, click on contact, I just want to display this hello world temp data. Let's see whether it's working or not. Let's click on contact. Yep, it's working, right? Our temp data is working fine. So no issues at all. So after you clicked on contact page, you will not see any information of temp data of first value. Click several times to index about and contact link and try to examine the results of the and differences. And you could see this output over here. Yep, we received this value from the index action method and just passed on the about. From about we just have received it in on the UI. Hope you guys understood. What is the definitions for view bag, view data, and temp data? How we can programmatically just go ahead and use it. And let's see. So what are all the difference between view data, view bag, and temp data? So view data, it's a key value dictionary collection. So view bag, it's a type object. Temp data, it's a key value dictionary collection. And second point is, so view data is a dictionary object and it's property of controller base class, and view bag is dynamic property of control base class, and temp data is a directory object and it's property of control base class. And view data is faster than the view bag. View bag is slower than the view data, and that's not applicable in terms of temp data. And view data is introduced in MEC 1.0 and is available in 1.10 and above. And view bag is introduced in 3.0 and available in 3.0 and above. So temp data is introduced in 1.0 and available in 1.0 and above. So view data also works with the .NET Framework 3.5 above. So view bag works only with the .NET Framework 4.0 and above. And temp data also works with .NET Framework 3.5 and above. And type conversion code is required while running enumerating. So in depth, ViewBag is used dynamic, so there is no need to type conversion while enumerating. The type conversion code is required while enumerating. So the value becomes null if reduction has occurred. So same as view data. So temp data is used to pass data between two consecutive requests, right? So that's what we are on the index page. So that was one request, and from that request, you're just calling another request by clicking on the contact page. So that is a consecutive request, and we're just making sure that the template is used to pass the node values between the two consecutive requests. And it lies only during the current request when it comes to view data. So and also same thing with the view bag as well. So temp data only works during the current and the some subsequent request. So hope you guys are clear with the concepts of view data, view bag, temp data, and also we saw the what are the major differences. And I mean, this is very important question, guys. So just you guys have to explain very clear in when you get into questions about these things. So hope in this chapter you learn view bag, view data, and temp data. And like I try to explain with a very short description and complete some like a small programming example. So I hope you'll be now onwards you'll be able to pass the data between view pages using view bag, view data, and temp data. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And please, I'll be providing the Telegram channel or Telegram channel. So I'll be just uploading every video so over there along with the link. And please go ahead and subscribe to it so you can expect many videos. So this is the second part of our series. So I have planned to cover up a few more topics with respect to MEC. Thanks for watching my video. And yeah, we'll see you soon.